Yo, what is going on? Kyle Wilson here. Welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll be talking about Immutable X and how I think it is super undervalued and how it could literally go 10x from here. And hear me out. Let's just go ahead and just dive right in. All right, so we're sitting here on the charts on CoinGecko, and we're looking at a $1.20 Immutable X. So it's absolutely crazy considering it looks like on November 25th, it was almost $10, and now it is literally under that 10x value, minus 10x, if that makes sense. Anytime a market is down, let's take a look at Bitcoin, for example. When Bitcoin is down, the entire market obviously tends to go down as well. Now, that being said, there's a lot of factors affecting, Bitcoin and the economy in general. There's the Fed, there's stocks, there is, the crisis happening in Ukraine. So there's a lot of things going on in the world that can impact stocks, crypto, and ultimately maybe the project you are invested in. So with that being said, these are oftentimes when you have dry powder or funds set aside, to go ahead and pick up, these cryptos and things like that on the cheap. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You get it. But with that being said, I'm definitely taking a look at blue chip quality projects that I think will do very well in the long term. I'm a big believer investing into good quality projects. Now, I do set aside a little bit of funds for the more risky investments that could be maybe like nodes or brand new projects popping up that I deem as more risky. But with Immutable X, they already have significant amounts of funding. And also, if you didn't know, they partnered up with GameStop. So GameStop is coming to Immutable X as well. And Immutable X already has TikTok, as we can see on the front of their, literally right here on their marketplace. I imagine TikTok will do more NFTs once, especially the public adopts NFTs and finally figures out that it's not bad for the environment. But I just wanted to remind you, if you didn't know, now you do. Plus GameStop and many other projects are actually coming to Immutable X as well. So I wanted to reiterate this. I haven't done a video on Immutable X in a while. So we have Highrise, which is a kind of a metaverse. It's like a 2D metaverse, very popular on mobile. We have Animoca Brands, one of literally the largest NFT gaming fund or what have you in a space. Then we have Illuvium, one of the first AAA NFT games coming to crypto, and they will bring a massive amount of volume to Immutable X, and they're going to be probably one of the most successful games as well in the entire space. Then you have some of these OG projects like Gods Unchained, Guild of Guardians, and then there's several other games that I actually haven't heard of, like War Riders. It looks like there's some kind of MCH, whatever that is, Crypto Assault game, which is actually, I think, partnered or funded by Animoca Brands and many others, like Lucid Site. Now, on DeFi side, we have Superfarm, which if you know who Elio Trades is, he's got like almost 600,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. He's very successful, very influential, and he has his own Superfarm DAO and NFT marketplace in himself, and he will have quality projects coming to that platform. He's even working on a game himself called Imposters. And so these are some pretty significant brands and DAOs coming to Immutable X. So these projects right here, Superfarm, a lot of these projects will bring significant volume. Now let's take a look at the marketplaces. We can see Mintables, Token Trove, which is kind of like a UI for Immutable X, and OpenSea. We all know who OpenSea. OpenSea actually runs. Let's take a look at the charts on the daily volume or the monthly volume. It looks like here almost 3.5 or over $3.5 billion just in the month of, it looks like January. So, and then even December here, it looks like almost 5 billion. So imagine some of that volume coming to Immutable X. I think it could actually be quite massive how much volume this could bring, considering different marketplaces like Mintables, OpenSea, obviously Token Trove, which is kind of like another UI for Immutable X, and many others. Kinguin, I think you can actually purchase like software and things like that from Kinguin, kind of like the OG marketplace. But I thought that was very interesting. Then you have some big projects like Artifact, who sold one of their obviously one of their projects to Nike. Then you have Ecomi, which is going to drop, of course, if you watch my channel for any short amount of time, you know that VV is coming to Immutable X. And taking a look at the VV charts, as a matter of fact, we can see that there is actually a significant volume on VV itself and the collectibles and comics combined. And we can't actually look at the daily volume, but we can show here that the overall market cap breakdown, it was at about 2 billion last month, and it's kind of fallen short as of recent. And that's because of many different reasons, you know, the economy, taxes, it's tax season. So people naturally, you know, paying their taxes and waiting on refunds and XYZ. So, you know, kind of the story on that. But yeah, as you can see here with VV, there's a significant amount of money and volume in this platform alone. And this platform has only been around really pumping out good amount of volume for less than a year. This time last year, there was only like 10,000 users, and now it's over 2 million. And to put that into perspective, you can take a look here at the OpenSea active amount of users approaching 1.4 million users, or wallets, if you will. This is traders over time. On VV, there's already 2 million, so you can kind of get a comparison and to see what might happen on Immutable X. Now, this is a breakdown of a Mutascan, which shows all the projects and volumes of 7, 30, and 90-day period. You can see Book Games is obviously one of those #1 platforms with the amount of volume, the 30-day at 13 million. Now, this may not seem like a whole lot, and this is also Gary V's project, but Gary V hasn't necessarily promoted Book Games quite a bit. It is a very cool project. I did a video on this one as well, but I just wanted to pull this up and show you that there's already some volume on here, and just in the last, you know, couple days, you can actually see volume start to actually pick up as well. But it just kind of shows you what is coming down the pipeline and what is in store for Immutable X. And these are just some of the brands. Then you have Tom Bilyeu. He's got over 1 million subscribers on YouTube as well, bringing his own projects and things and marketplaces to Immutable X and the rest of these. Epix GG, I think they already have like a card trading or collectible in CSGO players and esports. And there's actually other esports organizations, I believe, already involved as well. And you can kind of see a couple other names right here, or some similar names. This one's a little bit harder to see, but as you can see, there's TikTok once again, Impact Theory, which is Tom Bilyeu, and there's some pretty much some overlap on here, but you can see some other ones like Ember Sword, The Last Glitches. A lot of these are games. UFO Gaming, Artie, which I believe is Artieverse, I believe, possibly, which I think if that one is the right one I'm talking about, then that is, you know, founded or backed at least by the Winklevoss brothers, if I remember right. But yeah, so there's a lot of significant names in Immutable X, and it's just the beginning. You're in the beginning phases of witnessing the very beginning of a platform in Immutable X, a layer 2 solution. And as you can see right here, it is absolutely dumped in at a low for sure. And then you take a look at the RSI, you know, different points where it's been oversold consistently on the charts. And that's where I start looking at volume as well. When I see volume dump off and start basically drying up, that's when I like to really scoop up projects when I take a look at low volumes. That means given that this project is a long-term project and good, it usually will consolidate or go sideways, and then there's a massive increase of interest or catalyst or volume because people realize that it is indeed undervalued, and that's when I like to scoop it up, when it's obviously at a low. And with that being said, I just wanted to reiterate and do another video on this project, as you know, I haven't did one in a while, so I just wanted to update you guys on that. And while the price was low, to do you guys kind of a service, even though I'm not a financial advisor, this is not financial advice. Always do your due diligence and your own research, but you know the drill. And that's all I got for this video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you want me to take a look at any other projects out there that you think is quality? Comment that down below, and I'll take a look at the comments. But with that being said, I will see you guys at the blockchain in the next video. And be like an NFT, be authentic, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.